Welcome to New Hampshire, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I cannot believe I'm walking through state number 13 of my 14-state journey to Mount Katahdin. I actually spent last evening, I'd backtracked a few steps back across the border, back across the bridge to Norwich, Vermont, to the Norwich Adventure Hostel. Really cool little spot just outside of town, right along the Connecticut River. And they provided pickup and drop off. Actually, in town at the co-op, there's a couple choices you can get picked up and dropped off at. How'd you like that this morning? I'm gonna leave that in there. Story of my life. Tripping and falling all the way to Katahdin. So, had some time there to speak with quite a few Sobos, get some information about what's ahead, and I'm in for an adventure. Let's just say that. But I know what's coming. So just got to get it done one day at a time. Save the good stuff for last. One really cool thing about the hostel there, if you stay with them, they sell you a pint of Ben & Jerry's for just $1. And I wasn't sure if they were still doing that because of the COVID situation. So when they picked me up at the co-op, I'd already purchased one because I wanted to do that little outtake, if you will, yesterday of, you know, not being able to leave Vermont without having some Ben & Jerry's. The highlight of my evening was when two of my subscribers came out, John and Heidi. They came out to say hello, and they ended up taking me out to dinner in Hanover, which was an absolute awesome treat. And they were kind enough to bring me some trail magic along, that being a couple of squirrel bars, which I've never had before, which looked rather interesting. And I already have one lined up for my morning snack, so I'm certainly looking forward to that. And they were also kind enough to bring me two fine cigars along, and they honored the request of purchasing ones in a cigar tube, which helps travel so much better here on the trail, and I can enjoy them when I have some time. So thank you so much for sharing your story. It was great getting to know both of you, and ironically, they both actually kind of reminded me of myself and my sweetheart, even the way they acted with each other at the dinner table. But as the conversation went on, come to find out, not only are they looking to through hike the trail in, I believe, 2024, but John is also into vintage Pontiacs. And so that's when the conversation just really got interesting, because I've been into old Pontiacs for, well, decades now, to be honest with you. Used to drag race them and everything, and still have a few Firebirds sitting around. And John is a GTO kind of guy. So it was fantastic meeting both of you, John and Heidi. And once this journey is over for me, feel free to reach out in the future with any questions. Any way I can help you live your dream, I'd be happy to do that. And of course, in 2024, just like I said, when you come through my area, unless my sweetheart and I are on the road someplace, you're welcome to stop in, and I will definitely take care of you guys. So thanks again for everything last evening. So I'm pushing north out of Hanover, New Hampshire. And it's funny how a couple friends of mine, when I told them I had somewhere like, 450 miles to go, give or take a little bit, some of them are like, oh, you're almost done. You'll be home. One person said in a week. Boy, I can't hike 60 some miles in a day. But one thing I want to make clear to everyone, this is getting to be just the beginning of this epic adventure. And some folks consider everything south of Maine the approach trail. And I tend to agree with that statement for the most part. However, when I'm staring down the barrel, I'm looking at my gut hook app and I'm scrolling forward on the elevation guide, and I see one 4,000 foot plus peak after another, just stacked up like a crazy roller coaster ride. New Hampshire definitely has a lot in store for me, and it's going to do everything that it can to chew me up and spit me right back down the mountain. But as always, I'm going to hang on to the steering wheel or the trekking poles with both hands, and many times they won't even help me because I won't even be using them. I'll be crawling and tossing my pack upwards and climbing rebar ladders and stuff like that. So it truly is getting to be showtime, and I realize that. But I'm not giving up. I'm truly excited, and I won't be seeing any of those mountains today, but they're coming up really quick, and my mileage is definitely going to be greatly reduced while I try to negotiate and make it over all those peaks. So again, pushing north, everybody. Let's get this done. I'm at my first road crossing out of Hanover, and I've already stumbled upon my first bit of trail magic. It says, hikers, this is for you. If you need more water, we have the best one on the trail, 100 feet to 89, and I believe that's the address, Trescott, possibly. Help yourself to spigot, be good, be happy, and I'm not sure what the last part says. Stay safe, Trail Dog, and Sarah. Kind enough to leave some water and some cucumbers. And those Pabst Blue Ribbons are actually ice cold. And to date, I have never taken a beer and drank it on a trail from Trail Magic. But I'm telling you what, it is time, because they are nice and cold and it's almost lunchtime. So thank you so much, Trail Dog and Sarah. And as a bonus, they actually have a riddle here. I'm hoping that you can see that. Go ahead and hit pause and see if you can figure out the riddle. You know, simple little acts of kindness like that right there, that can truly make a difference in someone's day. Thank you so much to the Trail Angels and people who just do simple little acts of kindness, offering a hiker a ride, a soft drink, a smile, sometimes even taking them in your own home. That is what the hiking community is all about. There's so much love out here, even this year, because obviously 2020 has been an unusual year. I still see it quite often, thank goodness. Folks out here have been away from home for so long, and their loved ones, well, for some folks this is their home. Actually, this is my home right now. But it's the little things that just can really, your mind wanders. Just before I walked up on that, I was thinking about home and thinking about being out with John and Heidi last night, and how much they reminded me of myself and my sweetheart, and just really missing things, And that's all a part of it. And I'll be home in due time. But yeah, looking forward to enjoying that crispy cold Pabst Blue Ribbon. And it's starting to rain right now. Temps are actually probably in the mid 60s right now. So with the light breeze, it is getting to be slightly chilly. But as long as I keep moving, that won't be a problem. But it would be nice if I could find a shelter spot up here to enjoy a snack and a PBR. Thanks, guys, for the trail magic. A view from Moose Mountain south, mile 1761.1. A view from mile 1766.8. This view is 0.1 south of what is referred to as Holt's Ledge. Apparently this is considered a much better view than what is just 0.1 north of here. Pretty spectacular after a pretty decent climb. This is a reward. We're all going to find out together if Holt's Ledge is better than this view right here. Let's find out. And sadly, this is Holt's Ledge right here, everybody. And it's fenced off for good reason, to protect a certain breed of falcon. You can see some people say they have kind of violated that request, but this is pretty amazing. So those first two views are gonna have to work. Still amazing, everyone. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna head a little further north here, about 0.5 down the side of the mountain. There's a shelter area, Trapper John shelter area. I wonder if that has anything to do with Trapper John MD TV show. Highly doubt it. Starting to get a little bit later in the day. I would like to have more miles, and if I stop here at Trapper John, I think it's only going to put me around, I'm not sure, maybe 14 or 15 miles. I didn't get on trail this morning due to a shuttle issue until almost 10 o'clock. So I'm just trying to, keep getting as many miles on the board as I can, because I'm coming into some tough terrain and my numbers are going to drop drastically. There are also some water issues through this corridor. Part of today was about a 10-mile water carry due to dried up seasonal water sites. I do have some water with me. There is supposed to be some puddles in the water source here at the Trapper John shelter. I'm going to check that out. If not, I do have about a half of a liter of an electrolyte drink, and I have a half a liter of regular water for my supper. And it just so happens that I still have a PBR in my pack. So although alcohol is not supposed to keep you hydrated, it would still be refreshing with dinner. So let's see what happens. Okay, everybody, I'm dropping anchor here at the Trapper John shelter, mile 1767.5. It's going to give me 16.1 miles for the day. Spent the evening here talking with a couple of section hikers, and I also ran into table saw that I had met the other evening at the Hart family barn. And the section hikers, I believe it was a grandfather, granddaughter, and just really had a blast talking to them about their journey and what they've been out doing, and gear and food and everything like that. So first full day in New Hampshire has come to a close, and pretty much uneventful. The terrain was pretty much easy and straightforward, but I know pain is on the way, and I'm certainly down for a challenge, so I look forward to that. So getting up tomorrow, and I'm going to keep pushing north, everyone. Thank you so much for watching Wild on a Trail. Take care, everybody. Good night.